sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. On the visitor's sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His team comes in rested and ready. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. With the man out of Purdue, that's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Amani Hooker there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's a gain of 14 and a first down.
And the Giants' first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Whoa. That would qualify as an angry run. Powering his way forward. I'll pick up the 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down. After that play, it stopped, an injured Giant on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a
He
yard.
sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest.
Giants offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So, just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back in Music City after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He's done his man, completes to Johnson. A big one there on third down, good for 26 yards.
First down, New York.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's a Monty Hooker blitzing in from his safety spot and coming up with the sack. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They're getting the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up third and long.
Throwing now on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Giants offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Robinson. A gain of 13 yards.
He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds across midfield.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to the air one more time. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
A carry here for Tracy. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. It is 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Forced out wide. Off he goes. And a good game. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Woods. going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Moore.
I love watching.
The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's this crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
To review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a smart decision on the defensive side to use the challenge here. This winds up as an incomplete pass. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he will go all the way. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Now, faking the give. It's made right side. It's Johnson. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
They try the zone read on 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. And this game is not a done deal just yet. Still have 3 timeouts to the defense. Now, if there's one first down, it seals the deal. But there is still a chance for the defense to get the ball back. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Second down, they need 7. They'll drop to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Once again, it's Scatterboo. Finding room to the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
A gain of 21 yards.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll go again with Scatterboo. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter.
16-yard line.
So a road win here for the Giants. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. but they come away with a hard-fought victory.
The Giants' game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.
west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys just 2-4 in their last 6 games. Dable there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To begin the drop. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Giants offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now a handoff running right, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantages in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3 as we are ready to get back underway. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third and 4.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Try to start on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll look to pick up the pace.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. As they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down.
Ready up!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Right side, he's got Moreau. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's good for a New York Giant.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
14 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Packers have recovered the football. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, There was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Back to throw. And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. Devontae Wyatt in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And this will be incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Intended for Theo Johnson. Incomplete. Way Walker on the coverage.
Giants offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
3rd down and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield in the area of holding. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete.
Incomplete. Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
That one incomplete. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They were able to handle the elements. They're going to wind up victorious here in the snow. Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. On the Philly sideline, there's head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys were winners a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row in this one. On the other side, it's Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys come in off what he described as a... Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. gun, they'll throw to get things going. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 34.
We'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Open man is Robinson. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
It's 4th down.
Giants offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Quick slap looked in by Neighbors. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line. A big play for the Giants. 45 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton.
You see so many of these crossing concepts, Mike, at every level of football because they're good versus man, they're good versus zone, and the best thing they do is they get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and in a good position for run after catch.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
The outside caught by Neighbors. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they...
Giants offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. first down, and they'll run. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. He'll push forward for about a yard. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
A gain of 24 yards.
A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They'll look to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Giants offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
23 yards on that pass play. First down, Giants.
New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and inches. Back to the air one more time. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a New York Giant.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
The Giants offense now, they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the give, it's Tracy. He's inside the 30. And he will score. Tracy, touchdown, Giants. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains.
Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Ready, break!
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
That's good for a Giants. 1st down.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down on it.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To Gene on the coverage.
Back to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Eagles 15.
Giants offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a zone read. He'll keep it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
New York Giants.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. That's number 40 on the season for him. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get about 5. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
2nd and 5.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a New York Giant.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
It's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the 2nd time this year.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Tonight, no love lost between these NFC East rivals. Between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. Leading the Washington sideline, that's head coach Dan Quinn. His guys are lowly 2-4 over the last 6 weeks. Facing off with him here, Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys with the crowd at their backs and... on the ground here. Tracy can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Second and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They'll try and throw it here. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. Even 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Giants will have a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
To throw it on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. The right side is caught by Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 24 yards.
It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Richie Grant on the coverage.
Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Counter give to Tracy. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Back to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Big gain downfield. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 9-point advantage. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Giants. With it, 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 38. Connects on the crosser. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They are throwing it again. Looking slant route, complete. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
New York Giants.
He'll throw it yet again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Throwing the out route complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'll say this, Kate. This quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
Pass carefully to Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. And he's up across 200 yards now in this opening half. That's beyond simply a good start for him. This is the type of game where he's been taking the lead on carrying his offense forward however he can. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants will add to their lead at the end of the half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they really leaned on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. Here's Tracy on 1st down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down. So a stoppage following the play. Tyrone Tracy in some pain. He's going to get some assistance now. Hope it is for something minor. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Pass brought in by Slayton. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Ricky Luvu there for the tackle.
3-yard pickup.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 43.
From the 43. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
He puts some juice on it deep. This is caught inside the 15.
That's interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Complete to Tyrone Tracy.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down from the gun. He's got it. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Giants first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Scannaboo is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead coming out at halftime.
Touchdown, Giants.
Giants ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another, that could put this just too far out of reach.
Okay, break.
Running with Scannaboo. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's good for a
Simply put,
Giants.
Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go play action. This is cuts. That's Slayton. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Scannaboo. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal. Throwing from the gun here. And they will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants continue piling it on here in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. On first down, this is Season2. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to Neighbors, and he's got it. And in, touchdown, New York! The Giants are running them out of the building. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. On the handoff, here's Season2. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to Season2. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants getting closer to their 10th win of the season. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They'll come up 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
Give right side, it's Season2. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a gun.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And that That completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. I know it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often.
10 at the 28-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Head to 60.
Now it's Scatteroo. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
That's Robinson on the slant. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Oh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively, forcing completion.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Giants throwing 6 more on the blowout. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Mm-hmm. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Ready.
sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Houston Texans. On the visitor's sideline, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. He's got his defense playing well. They enter this one coming off the shutout in the win a week ago. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, it's D'Amico Ryans. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Giants first down.
He'll drop to throw. The coverage right there. And it dropped away. Incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Giants first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now. I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Giants offense going to take over now for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Wan'Dale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Robinson. That'll be good for 11 yards. Still short of the first down marker. And third down coming up. And that last throw not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move them over 3,000 yards passing for the season. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The Giants offense ready to take over possession of the football. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Texans' 26-yard.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. They'll run with Tracy. And he will score! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to keep it himself. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And he's in. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. His 4th TD grab of the season. Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
They'll look to throw yet again. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
Now, faking the give. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shai. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for
the Giants offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. On the ground, here's Tracy. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7. It's 3rd and 4. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. He's got it! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. 1st and 10.
First down, New York.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And penalty flags come in as it winds up Incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shai. Nice job there. On that return, gives them breathing room up past the 30-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset.
Giants offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The outside caught by Neighbors. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Gain of 6 yards.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some opening.
He works free, right side. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the 2nd half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
The Giants offense now, they get set to take over once more. They are looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on, as they're going to start this drive 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Room to run at the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll go to the ground, and And here's Tracy on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And a much better result here. Give him 7. And it sets up third down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds. Game decided, but timeout anyway. One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. Now it's Tracy looking to run. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter.
Back at his own 49.
So a road win here for the Giants. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's a Week 14 matchup. It should be a good one, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
And New York set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Scattaboo is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 4. Rolling to his right. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
He polished off that fine opening drive by keeping it himself on the touchdown run, and they'll look to do it again here, 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Giants at 11-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 9 now. Open target here, Darius Slayton. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Giants.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd and 5. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Flush to his right. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out.
Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
they'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Giants.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
On the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Cam Scatteraboo with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in the team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Slayton. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year.
Just across the Hudson from downtown Manhattan, we welcome you inside MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top. Dable there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And that'll help give him some space and a bounce up at the 20-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Giants.
They'll look to throw. Forced to his right. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now, faking the give. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
Cowboys 49-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on 3rd down.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 9.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Donovan Izaraku getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Giants offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain. And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Robinson, incomplete. Savon Rebel on the coverage.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
19 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And that's going to wind up incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Open man, right side. He's got it. Oh, and he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an...
Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 32-yard line.
Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Down he goes. Micah Parsons. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
A big-time play out of the G-men.
First down.
37 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Giants. From the gun, here's a handoff. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll run with Tracy. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
To the goal line and in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The Giants offense now, they get set to take over once more. They are closing in on a baker's dozen. 13 wins on the year, one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to lift the Lombardi Trophy come February. Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. So, first and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, here's Tracy. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get it done. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year.
back to their days sharing Candlestick Park with the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium, where it continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Today, an NFC battle in store for us. It's the New York Giants and the San Francisco 49ers. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Dable. His defense motivated as ever, coming off that shutout in last week's win. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. His guys already division champs, but still seeding to play for this week and beyond. Throwing now from the gun. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Galloping inside the 40. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? What? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually...
Giants and their quarterback ready to take over once again. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He finds Neighbors right side. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st down, New York.
They'll throw it again. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the end of one in this showdown between two of the league's best. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 2nd and 5. This is Cox. That's Slayton. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd and 10 now. He's got it near the 8. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Chidobe Owusu.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Well, here comes their offense to begin the drive, and in the middle of all of them, oh yeah, there's the focal point of their game plan, their quarterback.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions.
The Giants ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
At the 19-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep. It connects on the deep shot. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Giants with 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Throwing it again here. This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. Nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Still sticking with the passing game. Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Pass it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's a throw. Hits his running back. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards.
Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. To throw here on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. Pass play now. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They'll get 18 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Coming left is Tracy. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll go play action. Escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jair Brown has it. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's dropping back to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
1st down, Giants.
Working inside the red zone. Setting up the screen. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Into traffic, complete. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be 4th and short.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem?
He has the New York touchdown. The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Giants headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They go right back to Tracy. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
26 yards. First down, New York.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Tracy once more. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. A give to Tracy up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
The Giants game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since week 1.